Two stray cats were found hugging in the trash. The truth about why they were there changed everything. In a world where love and loyalty often go unnoticed, two stray cats found in the most unexpected of places, a trash heap, have captured the hearts of many. Their embrace, a simple yet profound image, masked a story far more intricate than anyone could have imagined. As rescue workers approached the scene, they were initially drawn to the sight of these two felines huddled together, seemingly offering each other comfort in the harshness of their surroundings. But as they moved closer, the true reason for their close-knit bond began to unfold. Imagine this: a community in turmoil, a mother frantically searching for her missing infant, her heart heavy with despair. Meanwhile, in the shadows of the alley, these two cats, instinctively protective and unwaveringly brave, were guarding a hidden bag filled with baby clothes and toys. It was a sight that would soon ignite a series of events that would not only bring a child back to safety, but also transform these stray cats into unlikely heroes. Why were they there? What could have driven them to this garbage-strewn corner of the world? It wasn't mere chance. It was fate. These cats, often overlooked and dismissed, had found themselves in a critical role, one that would change the narrative of their lives and the lives of countless others. The bags they so fiercely protected contained remnants of a life that had been shattered, and their instinct to guard it spoke volumes about the bond they shared and their unyielding spirit. As the investigation unfolded, questions arose. How did the bag end up there? What connection did it have to the missing infant? And most importantly, how did two stray cats become the key players in a story that would unite a community in hope and healing? The answers would reveal a tale of resilience, connection, and the unbreakable ties that can form in the most unlikely circumstances. Prepare to be taken on an emotional journey as we delve deeper into the extraordinary circumstances surrounding these two cats and the mystery they unknowingly unraveled. Their story is not just about survival, but about the depth of compassion that exists even in the most desolate places. It challenges us to rethink what we know about loyalty, courage, and the lengths to which we will go to protect those we love. So stay with us as we uncover the truth behind this heartwarming tale, one that proves that sometimes the smallest creatures can have the biggest impact. As the sun set on that fateful day, the community was unaware of the unfolding drama that would soon grip their hearts. The sight of the two stray cats, now dubbed Coco and Milo, hugging tightly amidst the debris, would soon become a symbol of resilience and unity. But the cats were not alone in their struggle. A mother's love was also at the forefront of this story. Sarah, the mother of the missing infant, had been desperately searching for her child for weeks. Her days were filled with heartache, her nights haunted by unanswered questions. As she walked the streets calling her baby's name, she would often pass by the very alley where the cats were found, unknowingly overlapping two narratives that were destined to intertwine. Sarah was not just a mother, she was a fighter. Each day, she forged ahead, determined to keep hope alive. Friends and family rallied around her, but the void left by her missing child was immeasurable. With each passing day, the police investigation seemed to stall, leaving Sarah feeling more isolated. In her heart, she believed that if she could just find a clue, a sign that her baby was still alive, it would give her the strength to push forward. Little did she know that her search would soon lead her to the very spot where Coco and Milo were safeguarding that hidden treasure. Meanwhile, the stray cats were no strangers to hardship. Living in the streets of the city, they had learned to navigate a world filled with danger and uncertainty. Yet, their bond grew stronger with each challenge they faced. Coco, the calico, was spirited and playful, often seen chasing after falling leaves or playfully batting at passing insects. Her contrasting colors mirrored her personality, vibrant, tenacious, and full of life. Milo, on the other hand, was the more reserved of the duo, a tabby with amber eyes that spoke of wisdom beyond his years. He watched over Coco with a protective instinct, always ensuring she was safe. Together, they formed an inseparable pair, their lives interconnected in a dance of survival. As the rescue workers arrived at the trash heap, They quickly realized that the cats were more than just strays looking for food. The workers trained to recognize signs of distress in animals, sensed that something deeper was at play. It wasn't just the physical act of guarding that caught their attention. It was the palpable energy that radiated from the two cats. They were not merely seeking refuge. They were protecting something precious, something that would soon unravel a series of events that would change everything. Upon closer inspection, the workers discovered a weathered bag hidden beneath the debris. Curiosity piqued. They carefully opened it to reveal the contents. Neatly folded baby clothes, soft toys, and a small blanket. The sight was heart-wrenching, as it hinted at the presence of a child who had been loved and cherished. It was a moment that sent chills down their spines, as they realized the significance of what lay before them. This was not just trash. This was a lifeline to a story that needed to be told. The workers quickly alerted the authorities, and an investigation was launched. Detectives combed through the area, looking for any clues that could lead them to the missing infant. Sarah, hearing the news, rushed to the scene, her heart pounding in her chest. As she arrived, she was met with the sight of the two cats, still huddled close to the bag, their eyes filled with an unspoken understanding. In that moment, Sarah felt an inexplicable connection to the cats. They were guardians, protectors of a memory that she had almost lost hope of recovering. As the investigation progressed, details began to emerge. It turned out that the bag belonged to Sarah, who had been reported missing along with her infant son, Ethan, under mysterious circumstances. The police had been tirelessly searching for leads, but up until that moment, they had found none. With the discovery of the bag and the presence of the cats, the case was reopened. Detective Martinez, a seasoned investigator known for her empathy and determination, took charge of the case. She understood the urgency and the emotional weight behind this discovery, knowing that time was of the essence. Detective Martinez meticulously pieced together the timeline of events, interviewing Sarah and anyone who had come into contact with her before her disappearance. She was struck by the unwavering hope that emanated from Sarah, even in the face of despair. It was a testament to a mother's love, a driving force that could not be easily extinguished. The detective also took a keen interest in Coco and Milo, recognizing their importance in the unfolding narrative. Their instinctual behavior had led to a breakthrough in a case that had once seemed hopeless. As the community learned of the ongoing investigation, a wave of support surged forth. Local shelters and animal organizations joined forces to advocate for the cats, highlighting their heroic role in the search for Ethan. Social media buzzed with stories of hope, and community members began to rally around Sarah, offering assistance in any way they could. From search parties to fundraisers, people came together with a shared purpose, united by the bond formed through the love of a mother and her child. In the heart of this movement lay the two stray cats, who had unknowingly become symbols of hope. Their story resonated deeply, reminding everyone that courage can emerge from the most unexpected places. As the days passed, Sarah's determination to find her son grew stronger, fueled by the support of the community and the steadfast presence of Coco and Milo. They became her companions in this journey, offering solace during the darkest moments. As the investigation continued to unfold, the police received a tip that would change everything. A witness came forward, recalling seeing a woman matching Sarah's description in a nearby park shortly after the infant had gone missing. The woman had been accompanied by a man who had since vanished. This crucial lead reignited the investigation, and Detective Martinez worked diligently to track down every lead, determined to bring Ethan home. While all of this was happening, the bond between Coco and Milo deepened. They were not just surviving. They were thriving in the warmth of newfound purpose. Their presence in the community began to spark joy and connection, as people gathered to share stories about their own pets, their own struggles, and their own journeys. The cats, once a symbol of neglect, became beacons of hope, reminding everyone of the power of love and loyalty. In the weeks following the discovery of the bag, the community held vigils, lighting candles and sharing stories of hope and resilience. Sarah, enveloped by the support of friends, family, and strangers alike, felt a renewed sense of purpose. She was no longer alone in her search. The community had become an extension of her family, brought together by the courage of two stray cats who had unknowingly altered the course of their lives. With each passing day, the search for Ethan intensified. Detective Martinez, inspired by the love and determination surrounding the case, pursued every possible avenue, determined to bring closure to Sarah and the community. The days turned into weeks, and just when hope seemed to flicker, a breakthrough came. Authorities received a credible tip that led them to a location where Ethan had been spotted. As the community held its breath, the moment of truth arrived. Detective Martinez and her team executed a carefully planned operation, ensuring they approached the situation with sensitivity and care. The weight of the world rested on their shoulders, but they were driven by the desire to reunite a mother with her child, a mission spurred on by the unwavering spirit of two courageous cats. What transpired next was a culmination of hope, love, and the indomitable spirit of those who refused to give up. The bond forged between Sarah, her community, and the two stray cats had transformed an unimaginable tragedy into a story of resilience and hope. As the truth was revealed, the narrative surrounding Coco and Milo would forever change, and their legacy would be one of courage, love, and the beautiful connections that can emerge from the most chaotic and unexpected circumstances. As the sun began to rise on the day of the planned operation, a mixture of anticipation and anxiety hung in the air. Detective Martinez gathered her team, each member acutely aware of the emotional stakes involved. They had investigated countless cases, but this one resonated deeply, weaving a tapestry of hope, loss, and the unyielding tenacity of a mother's love. Sarah, who had been informed of the potential breakthrough, stood with a group of supporters just outside the command center, her heart racing as she clutched a small toy that belonged to Ethan, a symbol of her unwavering hope. As the team set out, the atmosphere was electric with possibility. The cats, Coco and Milo, had become symbols not just of hope, but of community resilience. They had sparked conversations, ignited compassion, and reminded everyone of the strength found in unity. It was a testament to how intertwined their lives had become, with each individual, whether human or animal, playing a role in this unfolding drama. As the detectives moved into action, word of their mission spread quickly through the neighborhood, gathering more supporters who felt a sense of duty to show up for Sarah and her missing child. The tip-off had indicated a rundown house on the outskirts of town, a place that had been abandoned for years but had recently seen signs of activity. Detective Martinez and her team approached the location cautiously, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the hope that they might finally bring Ethan home. In the back of her mind, the image of Sarah's tear-streaked face, filled with both despair and hope, served as a reminder of the high stakes involved. They were not only searching for a child, they were striving to reunite a family torn apart by tragedy. As they reached the house, the team fanned out, their movements deliberate and synchronized. Each officer was acutely aware of the need for sensitivity. They knew that the outcome of this operation could profoundly affect Sarah and the community that had rallied behind her. The house stood silent, its peeling paint and broken windows a stark contrast to the warmth of the love that had blossomed outside its walls, ignited by the brave acts of two stray cats. Meanwhile, back at the community center, Sarah and her supporters gathered for a vigil, a moment of collective hope. Candles flickered in the evening light, their flames dancing gently in the soft breeze. Stories were shared, laughter and tears mingled, and the community found solace in one another. Each shared moment served to strengthen the bond between them, a tapestry woven from shared grief and resilience. They were no longer just strangers. They were a family united by purpose, and together they chanted Ethan's name, their voices rising into the night sky. Back at the house, Detective Martinez and her team moved with precision, checking every room and corner. As they made their way through the dim hallways, the atmosphere was thick with tension. Suddenly, a muffled sound caught their attention, a cry that echoed through the silence. The team exchanged glances, each officer's heart racing as they followed the sound, knowing they were on the brink of a discovery that could change everything. They cautiously approached a door at the end of a narrow hallway, their breaths held in anticipation. Detective Martinez took a moment to gather herself before she pushed the door open. Inside, a small, dimly lit room revealed a sight that would forever be etched in their memories. There, in the corner, sat a young woman cradling a bundle in her arms, Ethan. The air was thick with emotion as the detective quickly assessed the situation, her instincts guiding her. The child was safe, but the circumstances were complicated. Ethan's eyes were wide with curiosity, oblivious to the chaos surrounding him. The woman holding him was disheveled, her expression a mixture of fear and defiance. Detective Martinez approached slowly, her voice calm and steady. "We're here to help you. Let's get you both out of here." The woman hesitated for a moment, but the sight of Ethan tugged at her heart. She knew instinctively that the detectives were there with good intentions. As they emerged from the house, the atmosphere outside shifted dramatically. The community, having sensed that something was happening, had gathered in numbers. The vigil turned into a celebration as the news spread that Ethan had been found. Cheers erupted, and tears of joy cascaded down faces that had once been marked by sorrow. Sarah, who had been anxiously waiting for updates, felt a surge of hope as she caught a glimpse of the detectives emerging from the house, cradling her precious son. In that moment, time seemed to stand still. Sarah rushed forward, her heart pounding, and as she caught sight of Ethan, her world shifted back into focus. The overwhelming love that surged within her was palpable, a tidal wave of emotions crashing over her as she reached for her child. Detective Martinez stepped aside, allowing the reunion to unfold. It was a scene that would be imprinted in the minds of all who witnessed it, a powerful reminder of the resilience of love. Coco and Milo, who had quietly observed the unfolding drama from a distance, felt the energy shift around them. They had played a pivotal role in this story, and as they sat side by side, their eyes lit up with a sense of purpose. They had not only guarded a bag filled with memories, they had inadvertently guided a mother back to her child. The cats were more than just strays. They had become part of a larger narrative, a beautiful illustration of how even the smallest actions can lead to monumental change. As the reunion continued, the community surged forward, embracing Sarah and Ethan, showering them with love and support. Words of congratulations mingled with expressions of relief, and the atmosphere transformed into one of celebration and gratitude. The once desolate alleyway where Coco and Milo had been found became a gathering place for joy, a symbol of hope that would be etched in the hearts of all those involved. In the weeks that followed, Sarah began to find her footing again. The community banded together to help her heal, providing meals, support, and love as she navigated the complexities of being reunited with her son. The story of the two stray cats became a local legend, inspiring countless others to embrace compassion and kindness. Coco and Milo were taken in by a loving foster family who recognized their bravery and the role they played in the miraculous reunion. As their journey continued, the cats became community icons, often seen roaming the streets with a newfound sense of belonging. They would visit schools, participate in community events, and remind everyone that hope could emerge from the most unexpected places. Their story transcended the ordinary, showcasing the incredible bond between humans and animals and the power of love to unite a community. In the end, the tale of Coco and Milo was not just about two stray cats who had found themselves in a trash heap. It was about the unbreakable ties of love, the strength of a mother's heart, and the resilience of a community that refused to give up. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope could shine bright, illuminating paths that once seemed impossible. As the community continued to celebrate their unexpected heroes, they learned that sometimes the most profound changes happen when we least expect them, driven by the love and loyalty that exists in every corner of our world. As the sun began to set on the day of the reunion, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the community gathered once more to celebrate not just the return of Ethan, but the extraordinary journey they had all undertaken together. Sarah, holding her son tightly, felt the warmth of the community enveloping her, a blanket of love that had been woven through shared grief and unwavering support. It was a moment of profound connection, and as she looked around, she saw faces filled with joy, relief, and the spirit of unity. With Coco and Milo at the center of attention, the townspeople organized a small gathering in the park, a tribute to the two cats whose actions had ignited a spark of hope. Banners were hung, and tables laden with food and decorations were set up to commemorate what they deemed Coco and Milo Day. Children ran around, laughter filling the air as they played games and shared stories of their own pets. The atmosphere was charged with a palpable sense of joy, a stark contrast to the despair that had lingered in the weeks prior. As the celebration unfolded, Sarah took a moment to reflect on her journey. She had experienced a roller coaster of emotions: fear, sorrow, and ultimately, overwhelming joy. She understood now that the love for her son had not only driven her to search tirelessly, but had also inspired an entire community to rally together. The bond she shared with her neighbors had grown stronger, forged in the fires of adversity. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of days, there is light to be found through the support of others. The townspeople shared their stories of how Coco and Milo had touched their lives. Local business owners spoke of how they had seen the cats roaming the streets, often stopping to greet customers, a symbol of resilience in a world that sometimes felt cold and indifferent. Their presence had reminded everyone of the importance of kindness, and how even the smallest creatures could inspire change. It was as if the cats had become the heartbeat of the community, urging everyone to come together in times of need. As the evening progressed, a local artist unveiled a mural dedicated to the two cats. It depicted Coco and Milo in their protective embrace, surrounded by symbols of hope: a bright sun, blooming flowers, and a rainbow arching over the scene. The mural would stand as a permanent reminder of their courageous act, a visual testament to the power of love, loyalty, and community. The crowd erupted in applause, and Sarah felt tears of gratitude welling up in her eyes. She knew that this mural would not only honor her son's return, but also serve as an inspiration for generations to come. Later that evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the community gathered for a candlelight vigil, a moment of reflection and gratitude. Each person held a candle, their flames flickering gently in the cool breeze, illuminating faces filled with hope. Sarah stood at the forefront, holding Ethan closely as she spoke to the crowd. Her voice, steady yet filled with emotion, resonated through the park. "Thank you for believing in us," she began, her eyes glistening. "Thank you for showing me that love can triumph over fear, that community can heal wounds, and that hope can be found even in the darkest of times." As she continued, Sarah shared a heartfelt message about the importance of compassion and kindness. She urged everyone to carry forward the spirit of unity that had emerged from their shared experience, encouraging them to look out for one another and to extend a hand to those in need. "Let us never forget the bond that brought us together," she concluded, her voice breaking slightly as she glanced at Coco and Milo, who were nestled comfortably at her feet. "Let us honor the love that these two cats have shown, and let it inspire us to be better, to be kinder, to be more loving." The crowd erupted into a chorus of applause, and as the candles flickered in the night, it felt as though the entire community was united in a single heartbeat. The majestic mural of Coco and Milo served as a backdrop, a reminder that in the face of adversity, compassion could spark change and bring about a new chapter of hope. In the following days, the story of Sarah and Ethan's reunion continued to spread, reaching neighboring towns and beyond. News outlets picked up the tale, highlighting the bravery of the stray cats who had become unlikely heroes. Interviews with Sarah, Detective Martinez, and community members showcased the incredible bond that had formed through shared love and determination. Local shelters saw an increase in adoptions, inspired by the tale of Coco and Milo, as families sought to bring home their own furry companions to join the circle of love. As time went on, the community continued to celebrate the legacy of the two cats. They established an annual event in their honor, a day dedicated to raising awareness about missing persons and animal welfare. Each year, the event would feature activities for families, educational workshops, and opportunities to support local shelters. It became a cherished tradition, a way to keep the spirit of unity alive while also helping those in need. Coco and Milo thrived in their new home, basking in the love and attention they received from their adoptive family. They became the embodiment of the community's resilience, often spotted at local events and gatherings, their playful antics bringing smiles to faces young and old. They had gone from stray cats in a trash heap to beloved members of the community, and their stories served as a constant reminder of the impact that love and loyalty can have. As the years passed, Sarah continued to advocate for families affected by missing persons, sharing her story in hopes of inspiring others to remain hopeful and to never give up. She often spoke about the importance of community support, emphasizing how the love and compassion of those around her had made all the difference in her darkest moments. Her journey became a beacon of hope for many, a testament to the strength that can emerge when people come together for a common cause. In the end, the tale of two stray cats who were found hugging in a trash heap transcended their initial circumstances. It became a story of love, resilience, and the power of community, a narrative that would echo through the hearts of all who heard it. Coco and Milo had not only protected a bag of baby clothes and toys, they had unwittingly safeguarded a story that would touch countless lives. They had shown the world that even in the most unexpected places, love can bloom and hope can thrive. As the sun set once more over the community that had come together to celebrate the bond between a mother and her child, the flickering candles of remembrance illuminated the path forward. The story of Sarah, Ethan, Coco, and Milo would continue to inspire, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversity, love and hope could guide them home. As the sun set once more over the community that had come together to celebrate the bond between a mother and her child, the flickering candles of remembrance illuminated the path forward. The story of Sarah, Ethan, Coco, and Milo would continue to inspire, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversity, love and hope could guide them home. In the months that followed, Sarah took her advocacy work to new heights. With the support of local organizations and the community, she began hosting workshops aimed at educating families about safety, the importance of community vigilance, and the resources available for those dealing with missing persons. Her own experience had ignited a fire within her, a passion to ensure that no parent would ever feel the way she had during those harrowing weeks of uncertainty. These workshops became a safe haven for families, a place where they could come together, share their stories, and find support. Sarah often invited guest speakers, detectives, social workers, and even families who had faced similar circumstances. She wanted to create an environment where knowledge could empower and where hope could flourish. The workshops not only provided valuable information, but also forged bonds among participants who found strength in sharing their journeys. Meanwhile, Coco and Milo had become local celebrities, their playful antics and unwavering loyalty capturing the hearts of everyone in the town. They were regularly featured in community newsletters and social media posts, their images a source of joy and inspiration. Schools invited them for educational visits, teaching children about empathy, responsibility, and the importance of caring for animals. The cats thrived on the attention, basking in the love and affection of the community that had welcomed them so wholeheartedly. During one particularly memorable visit to a local elementary school, the students had been tasked with creating a mural dedicated to kindness and compassion. Coco and Milo were invited to be the honorary guests, and the children were thrilled to meet the feline heroes in person. As the cats strolled through the classroom, rubbing against tiny legs and accepting gentle pets, the atmosphere buzzed with excitement. The students listened intently as Sarah shared the story of their journey, her voice filled with pride and gratitude. "Remember," she told the children, "you can make a difference no matter how small you are. Just like these two cats who showed us that love can change lives." The children nodded earnestly, their eyes wide with admiration. Inspired by the story, They painted vibrant images of Coco and Milo against a backdrop of a community united in kindness. The mural would hang in the school hallway as a constant reminder of the power of compassion and the importance of standing together. As the year progressed, Sarah's advocacy efforts gained recognition beyond her small town. Local media outlets featured her story, highlighting her transformation from a grieving mother to a beacon of hope for many. Sarah was invited to speak at various events, sharing her journey and the lessons she had learned along the way. With each speech, she emphasized the significance of community, compassion, and never losing sight of hope. The narrative surrounding Coco and Milo continued to evolve. Their influence spread beyond the local community, sparking initiatives in neighboring towns to raise awareness about animal welfare and missing persons. Communities began organizing similar events, inspired by Sarah's message of love and resilience. The cats, once strays overlooked on the streets, were now symbols of hope that transcended geographical boundaries. As their fame grew, so did the responsibility that came with it. Sarah worked diligently to ensure that the message remained clear. It was not just about two cats, but about the collective effort of a community coming together in times of need. She collaborated with local shelters to promote adoption and responsible pet ownership, using her platform to advocate for animals who, like Coco and Milo, deserved a chance at a loving home. The annual Coco and Milo Day became a staple in the community calendar. Each year, it attracted larger crowds, with families, friends, and even visitors from neighboring towns coming together to celebrate the spirit of love and hope. The event featured various activities, including pet adoptions, educational booths, and fundraising efforts to support local shelters. The cats were always the stars of the show, often seen donning little capes or costumes, delighting children and adults alike. As the community grew closer, the bonds formed through shared experiences flourished. Neighbors who had once been strangers became friends, united by the common goal of uplifting one another. The mural dedicated to Coco and Milo served as a visual centerpiece during the festivities, a reminder of how far they had all come together. Each brushstroke illustrated not just the cat's heroism, but also the resilience of a community willing to stand together in the face of adversity. Through it all, Sarah continued to be a guiding light, her spirit unwavering in the pursuit of justice and healing. She often reflected on the journey, grateful for the unexpected twist that had led her to this place of purpose. The love of a mother had driven her to seek her child, and that same love now fueled her mission to help others. She understood that healing was a continuous journey, and she was determined to walk that path, hand in hand with her community. As the years passed, the story of the two stray cats remained etched in the hearts of those who had witnessed the miracles that unfolded. Coco and Milo had not only protected a bag of baby clothes, but had also guarded the hope that had united a community in love. Their legacy lived on in the hearts of all who encountered their story, teaching lessons of compassion, loyalty, and the importance of standing together. In a world that often felt chaotic and uncertain, the tale of Sarah, Ethan, Coco, and Milo served as a testament to the transformative power of love. It reminded everyone that even in the darkest moments, light could emerge from the most unexpected places. The bonds formed through shared experiences had become a lifeline, weaving a rich tapestry of connection that would endure for generations to come. As the sun set on yet another Coco and Milo Day, the community gathered once more, united in celebration. Laughter echoed through the park, and the warmth of togetherness enveloped everyone present. Sarah, with Ethan by her side, looked around at the faces filled with joy, gratitude, and love. In that moment, she knew that their journey had not just been about finding a lost child. It had been about discovering the depth of compassion that resides within us all. With Coco and Milo nestled comfortably in her arms, Sarah felt an overwhelming sense of peace. Their journey had been fraught with challenges, yet it had also been filled with moments of extraordinary beauty. As the candles flickered and the community sang songs of hope, she raised her voice in gratitude, knowing that together, they had created a story that would forever change their lives and inspire others for years to come. As the candles flickered and the community sang songs of hope, Sarah raised her voice in gratitude, knowing that together, they had created a story that would forever change their lives and inspire others for years to come. The soft glow of candlelight illuminated the faces around her, each one reflecting a shared journey of love, loss, and resilience. In that moment, she felt an overwhelming sense of belonging, a feeling that transcended her earlier struggles and heartache. The spirit of unity enveloped the gathering, a palpable energy that resonated with each song sung and each heartfelt story shared. Friends and neighbors exchanged warm embraces, laughter mingling with tears of joy. It was a beautiful tapestry woven from shared experiences, a testament to the power of community in overcoming adversity. The love that had blossomed from the depths of despair now radiated outward, touching lives far beyond their own. As the evening wore on, Sarah took a moment to reflect on how far they had come. The journey had been marked by uncertainty, but every twist and turn had brought them closer together. She remembered the days spent searching for Ethan, the heartache that had weighed heavily on her chest, and the fear that had threatened to consume her. But now, standing amidst the warmth of her community, she realized that hope had been their guiding light. With Coco and Milo nestled comfortably in her arms, Sarah felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their story had not only transformed her life, but had also sparked a movement, igniting compassion in others and encouraging them to reach out in times of need. The two stray cats had unwittingly become ambassadors of hope, and their legacy would continue to inspire countless acts of kindness. As she gazed out at the crowd, Sarah saw children laughing and playing, adults engaging in heartfelt conversations, and families coming together in celebration. It was a beautiful reminder that love can blossom even in the darkest of circumstances. The spirit of Coco and Milo lived on in every hug shared, every smile exchanged, and every candle lit in honor of resilience and compassion. In the weeks that followed, Sarah continued her advocacy work with renewed passion. She sought to expand the workshops and support groups, reaching out to families affected by similar circumstances. Her mission was clear: to ensure that no one felt alone in their struggle, that they could find solace in the community that had embraced her. Through her efforts, Sarah became a beacon of hope, a voice for those who felt unheard. Her story resonated with many, and she found herself invited to speak at conferences and events, sharing her journey of love and resilience. With each speaking engagement, she emphasized the critical importance of community support, urging everyone to take an active role in looking out for one another. Coco and Milo remained by her side, their playful antics bringing joy to those who attended her events. They had become symbols of hope, not just in their town, but far beyond. The cats had captured the hearts of many, reminding everyone that even the smallest creatures could have a profound impact on the world. Their story of protection and loyalty served as a powerful reminder of the bonds that exist between animals and humans, inspiring countless individuals to adopt pets in need and advocate for animal welfare. As the seasons changed, the annual Coco and Milo Day became a cherished tradition, growing larger each year. Families from neighboring towns began to attend, drawn by the warmth of community and the spirit of hope. Local businesses participated, offering support and sponsorship, creating a festive atmosphere filled with laughter, activities, and an abundance of love. During one such event, Sarah unveiled a new initiative, a scholarship fund aimed at supporting families dealing with the aftermath of missing persons cases. It was a heartfelt gesture, one that symbolized her commitment to turning her pain into purpose. The scholarship would provide resources for counseling, therapy, and education, helping families heal and rebuild their lives. The community rallied around this cause, donating generously and organizing fundraisers to support the initiative. As the years rolled by, the impact of Coco and Milo's bravery rippled through the community, a testament to the strength that arises when people come together for a common purpose. Sarah's advocacy work flourished, her voice growing stronger as she continued to share her story and inspire others. She became a spokesperson for families affected by missing persons, advocating for policy changes and raising awareness about the importance of community vigilance. In the heart of it all, Coco and Milo thrived, their playful spirits a constant reminder of the joy that can emerge from darkness. They became beloved figures, often seen visiting local schools, participating in educational programs, and spreading messages of kindness. The cats had transcended their original narrative, evolving into icons of compassion, reminding everyone that love knows no boundaries. As the sun set over the community that had embraced them, Sarah felt a profound sense of gratitude. She looked at Ethan, who was now a vibrant and curious child, and her heart swelled with pride. The journey they had undertaken together had shaped not only their lives, but the lives of countless others. The love that had once felt so fragile was now a powerful force, binding them together in a tapestry of hope. In the quiet moments, Sarah often reflected on the extraordinary journey that had begun with two stray cats huddled together in a trash heap. She understood that their embrace had not only protected a bag of baby clothes and toys, but had also safeguarded the love that had the power to heal wounds and transform lives. The bonds forged through this experience had become an unbreakable thread, weaving a narrative of resilience and compassion that would endure for generations to come. As the community continued to celebrate Coco and Milo Day, Sarah felt a renewed sense of purpose. She was determined to ensure that the legacy of those two brave cats lived on, inspiring future generations to embrace love, kindness, and the power of community. And so, with Coco and Milo by her side, she stepped forward into the future, ready to continue their journey, a journey fueled by hope, love, and the unwavering belief that together, they could create a better world.